Okay. Hi guys, let's start today's call. The first agenda item is to look at a few tickets for current sprint. And the first two tickets are related to the lag costing form. So Ruth and Simon, do you want to give an update on mUzima 295 and lag 23?
For 295, I'm still generating the payload that I had mentioned last time. I would give just to give an indication on how to test the ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something I'm yet to do, but I'm scheduled to do it in the course of today.
Cool.
Yeah, for lag 23, I know Derek is still testing, but today I've not seen him. I think he's not going to be around for the next 2 or 3 days.
Yes. So yeah. So I think there might be a blocker because of the on the module on the server side because they cannot save the form. So I think that that one is kind of like blocking testing other tickets for that. Yeah, so if you can help with looking at that one first, that would be great.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at it today.
Okay.
Today, I will give a report of what's the issue.
Yeah, because they cannot save and sync to the server, so they cannot move forward with verifying the next steps. Okay, the next one is 309. A robot tried to test on this. I think it's blocking because of the exception thrown again when syncing the data to the server is the same blocker that with the module on the server side as well. So once Simon helped us to resolve that, I think we can move forward with this ticket as well. Next one is let's talk about CDM 266 and 267. Just want to give an update that Lauren has forwarded the finalized forms as well as the reminder logics to Dr. Camano, and so we are waiting for her to review approve before we resume the programming task. This applied to both the dispensary form as well as the health center forms. I don't know if Ruth or someone have other update to add in addition to that.
No, we don't have any updates.
Okay. Since Derek is not on, we already talked about the lag costing form. Ruth, do you have other things to share with the team in terms of for the lag update?
Okay, there was an issue on the two concepts, I think, don't know issue.
Oh, yes.
Maybe to ask Sava if that is already fixed so that I can test the form again.
Yeah, that was, I think I fixed it last Friday.
Yeah, I think we saw that on the log that the concept. I don't know, Matt have some issue with that.
Okay, I'll go ahead and test the same form again.
I think you probably want to wait until the exception thrown is fixed first before you test it again, because if not, you can move forward as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Next one is oncology. Robot, do you have any other things to share? We haven't have any developers to assign on working on the oncology forms yet.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask, if you have any updates on the two forms that they are supposed to work on.
Unfortunately, no, we don't have enough developers to assign on those two yet.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
except those, is there anything that we need to know? I remember last time you talked about there are some implementation issues for the nurses. They don't have a bundle. It's blocking them to move forward with searching the client against server in real time. Do you
Yes.
have update with that?
We were to have a meeting with Oguda, but he's out of the country.
Okay.
I'll do an email because at the moment they're not using the tablets.
Oh, so they're not using tablets at all?
Yeah, they're not using it at all.
What is the reason?
The reason is they say they don't have bundles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do they handle with seeing patients and recording the data then?
Okay, they have a book where they record manually.
Okay, so they record manually?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was trying to get hold of Kipto today, but he was very busy. I'll get hold of him in the afternoon. Then
Mhm.
I'll get the team.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to is it possible for you just to take a picture of how the book look like? I'm just curious how they record the data.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Because all the forms are different, and then why don't they use the paper copy of the encounter form?
Okay, I will.
Next one is the teleconsultation. Sam has helped us to have have three tickets fixes. Is 360, 359, and 361. So he has included the instructions here on the tickets, how to test these three tickets, and with the attached snapshot, APK snapshot here. And I think Ruth and Robert already tried to work on it. So Ruth and Robert, do you want to share what your findings are, and then if you have any questions, need to clarify? Ruth and Robert?
Okay, this is Ruth.
Hello?
I was able to test the form, teleconsultation form, by guidance of Eric because we had not done it sometimes back. So I was able to compose a consultation from the server side for me to test the first step that Sam gave us
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't have the credential for logging in as the second provider, I think, second super user. So I had my username, who is a provider, Ruth Keitan, is provided in my comment, and I was able to to compose the consultation from the server side, and on the device side, I was able to download the notification on the notification box on tapping on notification box and syncing so that I can download the notification. So according to my views, I think that works as expected because after syncing, one notification was downloaded to my device. Then on the next one is I filled the teleconsultation form for a client, and I was able to capture an image and save the form as complete successfully. And when uploading the form, I was encountering a different error that it logged me out and takes me back to the login page. And I was able to capture the log.
Thanks for capturing the log. Sam, I don't know if you can talk now or. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the screen. Is another no contact exception. Maybe you can take a look while we continue. Oh, Ruth, Sam has a question. Which form you use for testing?
I use either the teleconsultation.
Okay. And then Robot also did some testing, also run into the exception throw. Exception has been thrown while uploading the data as well. So that one is the blocker from the server side. Aween, I wonder if you got a chance to look at the same error as well, because Simon hasn't got a chance to look into it yet. In terms of the exception has been thrown while uploading data, the same thing that from the module on the server side.
Is it consistently happening at a?
Yeah, it's consistently
I
happening.
thought that was exception because the server is down or something.
No, it's not that one. It's consistently happening. It's blocking like all the tickets actually. They cannot upload they cannot send the complete form data to the server. So
is the stacker the one you pasted on the right?
No, not that one. This is a different one. The one I paste on the right is for teleconsultation one.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that is this one. You look at the one on 23. I think that is the one happening consistently. So so maybe Simon and Win, can you guys look into this exception has been is thrown while uploading data, because I think that one is the major blocker for all the tickets right now, that they cannot move forward with everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be looking at it after this. Then I will ping Win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's all. And then there's another one there's another implementation issue is like no data in database in MRS production. Win and Sam, I just wonder if you guys got a chance to look into that one as well.
Yeah, look at that one. I think that one is because we want to, how we want to display provider and location.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is sometimes the provider and location value entered in the form is not correct, and then when you when the system parse that information, the data doesn't get populated for that field, and when the module want to display the error or the queue data, that is not going to be able to find that data because the field is not there. So I'm still looking into that one.
Okay, so because some of the required information on displaying on the additional new columns, they are not correctly entered, and then they when try to pass it, it cannot pass anything because the value was incorrect, and that's why it's not displaying.
Yep.
Okay. Does it make sense for other people? I just want it's clear for them why it's happening, so we can learn from that. So is it clear for Ruth, Robai, Eric, and Lawrence? Okay. Does it make sense for you guys?
Yes.
Ruth? Okay. Let's see here. I think those are what I have on my agenda item. We still have a lot of time left, but do you guys have any other issues or topic you want to discuss or address?
Maybe a question on Huawei issues now that Sam is around can help us. If you can get the APK for testing.
Probably it's also good for Sam and Win to share how they generate the APK. Are they the way they generate the APK? Are they using the same way, or why the results are different?
It could be because me and Sam is using different Java version. That's my only guess, but it's kind of odd that it's generating differently because I'm installing Java 8 in my computer when we normally use Java 6. I can try generating using other computer too.
Okay. Sam say he's using 7. Yeah, so I think what Sam's saying that if he compile he put the code from the current GitHub, the APK works for the Huawei devices. So in order for us just to follow the workflow, I think he suggests that we can generate the so for testing. So it's more like for consistency because he Sam doesn't want to generate while you're the point person. Win. So Win, can you help us maybe later to an updated APK?
Sure.
Thanks, Win. Except the Huawei APK for testing purposes, is there any other questions or comments?
Just a few from me, Eda.
Hello.
Hi. The form request approval for CDM is underway. I think Toy is to sign it and get Kamano to approve that. And then we need to share it on the ticket. And then second issue is I set up 3 devices for Busia County and handed over the devices like 2 weeks ago to 3 CEOs. So 2 of them seem to be having an issue with the crashing registration form on saving. But I'll be out there this week and probably want to look at that. So I'm actually having to register those patients for them from Android. Then they can just search them, download them, and fill out the encounters for them. That is just a short-term solution for now.
Yeah, let us know what you found out with those 3 devices experience with the users, and then it will be helpful to capture the log,
Yes, I will.
or send the crash reports if it crashed.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah,
And then
that'll
third and last is the issue of the modules on production being turned off. That's affecting our workflow quite a bit, because when the clinicians are out there, sometimes they need to search for patients. And when these modules are off, they can do that. They cannot synchronize the forms either.
I
So
think they are on now. Because JJ has confirmed that there's no conflict. I believe they turn it on now. Do you guys still experience this off?
actually, I checked this morning a couple of times, and even shared with Simon. They were off for the better part. We only had the manage forms, form management module on. Maybe they're on. We'll check after this.
Okay. Yeah. So I can check as well, but I think it would be best that if you confirm and then just send an email so that I have something to start with following up the MPEG team.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because I thought they turned it back on when I last checked. I did not know they turned it off again. But if that's the case, I think it would be good that you initiate like email saying that it's affecting the your implementations during office hour, and then after that, let us handle from there.
Okay.
Any other issues or discussions?
Either we've just confirmed the module is still off.
Say it one more time.
The mUzima module is off on the production.
In production, they're off. Yeah. So I think I would like Lawrence to start an email, and then so I have something to base on to follow up. Any other concerns or issues?
I had a suggestion, Eda.
Yes. Go ahead, Robert.
Is it possible if we can have a page on Wiki where we can document the most commonly errors we experience when using mUzima and solutions?
Yes. So now go ahead and feel free to create a page. Actually, I think there's one page already. It's a frequently asked questions, helpful tips or something like that. Continue with that page, or you can create a page, and with all this information, we can help you to update that. So go ahead and to update that. Bye. It's already there, so just continue
May I
with that.
also get
Go ahead, Marlon.
could I get an email about the oncology and or even just the what's going on there? Just a quick oncology information.
Hey guys, for some reason I think my connection cannot hear any of you guys. Okay, so it's not me. Okay.
Yeah, Eda, can you hear me?
Yes, much better now.
Yeah. No, I'm asking for maybe just a brief email on the oncology issues, especially the data bundles, but also the larger general implementation. I cannot put our path with what is.
Yeah, so I think there's already an email from Rubai to John about the data bundle issues, and I think he hasn't replied yet. That's why I asked Robai to follow up again and copy us, so that
Okay.
we have something to start with. Yeah.
Okay. Robai, could you just refer the email to me also?
Okay, we.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
So Lawrence has a question. When can we get the APK to test against the Huawei issues? So Lawrence, Win plans to generate a new the APK later today for testing Huawei issues.
Oh, okay.
And then Sam has the questions. He needs two different funnel forms to use for testing other than teleconsultation. Yes, Sam, pretty much you can use any of the forms on the form bank except costing form. Those forms we tested many times and should not have any issues. But right now it's more like on the server side with the modules. So you can use any of the forms on the form bank except costing form. So is there any other like blockers or concerns or suggestions or improvement or anything? So if not, I want to summarize the actions item. Win is going to generate the APK that which should resolve the testing for the Huawei issues, and then Win continues to look into the no data in the database for AMR procession due to the incorrect provider or location information for the additional column on the summary page. And Ruth is going to, Roba is going to follow up on the oncology issues related to the data bundle and also implementation issues, and copy Martin and Ada. And Simon is going to continue to help us to look into the no thrown exception issues and then work with Win after that. Sam is going to look into the teleconsultation issues that Ruth shared on the tickets. Is there anything else I missed? Okie dokie. So thanks, guys. We have a very short call today, and that means that we got lots of issues discussed and also taken care of. And I think the major blocker is written definitely is the no pawn the exception thrown while uploading data to the server, as well as the no data on the database. And hopefully those can be addressed soon so that we can move forward with the other tickets.
Adam,
Go ahead.
forgotten Lawrence on production.
Yes, Lawrence is also going to send me an email about no data. The mUzima module is off.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.